Greetings everyone, and Great here with another couple Heroes to replay. Well, on the bottom side is the blue UKF forces. We got YPGHanSolo. YPG. Drawing a blank of what YPG stands for. As well as his other British ally, which is actually this player here, we have versus DK. As well as the Austria player, we got Takeo. And as the red Okada player, we got PeroTunguz. Tunguz. I have no idea how to pronounce that either. We got three doctrines immediately locked down, and then we got German mechanized doctrine. We do have the Commando Regiment and the Mobile Assault Regiment. German Pioneers catching the sector. Got the Kubwagen on the fuel sector. We got intersection push way forward. Intersection catching the flank. Vickers help us secure the center part of the map. Not a bad idea. Pioneers push way forward. For red, he could eye for the fortifications doctrine. This may has level 18, so maybe not this doctrine. Lead armor or Overwatch. Such as also quite reasonable, and also zeroing artillery. So that's actually debatable which one of those would, which would be better. But there's also elite armor, and this may actually be a good map for the Sturm Tiger, since it's very laney in the center. Vickers, or not Vickers, Kubwagen push right forward. Vickers was packing up and reposition. Solo got plinked away, didn't do any damage in return. Grenadiers in center map, catching the sector there, got recovery sappers there. Vickers not hitting Grenadiers well. The Grenadiers could not defeat the recovery sappers. And so charging way forward, needs attack up to get the heat grenade. Pioneers push way forward, they will get annihilated by these intersection. Pioneers can, even perfect conditions, cannot be a 1v1. Over here, got the intersections coming to the flank. We do have Shun Pioneers trying to avoid the triple intersection there. Volksgrenadiers flanking the Vickers, forcing him back. They got this Volksgrenadiers heading down south. We also got double Vikenwerfer Bolton here with one Volksgrenadier Bolton. The Estimate has gotten an increased armor protection in the Panzer IVs, which is not that great, honestly. They're not the up-armored Panzer IVs. It's okay, but not very impactful, honestly. Over here, just got intersection bulletins, and for his teammate, we do have intersection bulletin, a Vickers reload bulletin, and the officer via veterancy bulletin. Another Storm Pioneer being pulled up by red.
Pioneer Cooper is ready for action.
Over here, looks like the Okada player is really pushing forward. His teammate is now pushing the center map. Got sandbags here, got quadruple intersection there. The Wehrmacht player needs a mortar. You have now SW's half track on the field. Grenadiers and Pioneers being defensive, yeah. Needs a little bit more manpower and time to get on a mortar. Both Grenadiers engage the recovery section. Intersection could come for a flank. He does get the MG42 flank. Grenadiers push forward, getting some damage, but nothing too significant. And with that, his teammates now securing up the flank here of the Sturm Pioneers. Well, the blob intersection is just charging around. Volksgrenadiers or the Kubwagen does escape on out of there. This Grenadier just may need to hit a full retreat right now.
The territory is out of contact.
Grenadiers trying to advance to the garrison. Getting ripped apart there, yeah. Trying to get some free shots there as that squad's falling back. Good retarget there. Yeah, the blob intersections. Is that tier 2 being built? Nope. Yep, tier 2 now being built. Tier 2 will be a good idea to help deal with all this. Got the Vickers here. Grenadiers getting forced back. It's not a joke. I am grateful for normal 1v1s. Most people are just casting team games when you just see the 2 players out of the 8. It's really difficult to understand what's happening around. Not too terrible. I can get that in 3v3s, but 2v2s is somewhat easy. For me, it's not too hard to follow. I do try to get a good mix between the two. Usually my biggest problem is usually just afternoon exhaustion because of perpetual insomnia. Shroom Pioneers falling it back here, and they may just outright get wiped on out. Let's keep on over there. Somehow 3 guys escape on out of there. I thought it was only 1 at most. They definitely do need medics. They're filled with holes. Bofors here, not too big surprising. Just trying to keep this flank secure. Could actually probably put it right there to help more easily lock down the flank. But this way the yeah, I would probably push it right around here to keep protect the munition sector. Though it would make it a bit more vulnerable to lights and mortars. With that far back, it'll be a little bit cannot speak. Difficult to displace. Fresh 2-2 now deployed in the field. New section get behind some good heavy cover. MG42 is trying to set on up, or that's the MG34. Yeah, I mean, that's sort of more or less the game as well. There's always a lot of information thrown at you. That's just RTS in general. We do have a landmine here. Oh, 2 landmines. Which the 2-2 could find one. The Volkswagen is also about to find one. Or the 2-2. Actually, are they going to find it together? Nope. He explodes by himself. And 2-2 does not explode. The Volkswagen make it wiped out here. Does not explode. Another Bofors here, so a lot of emplacements here. That's what the lags are shooting at. I thought it was the other Bofors. Heat grenade, looks like he's determined. Nope, doesn't get a heat grenade off. Guess the 2-2 doesn't want to be warmed up. Do now have an AEC deployed on the field. Like not being deployed in the field. We do now have the first section. Find some light cover there. We got another shoe mine here. 2-2 push right forward. We got also another shoe mine here, so that's the OPW landmine, which the AEC may find shortly. 2-2 needs to fall back. When he hit the shoe mine, he can follow up with a pair of Panzerfausts. Back off, let the AEC push forward. Nope, he pushed forward. Maybe he had shadows turned off and didn't see the floating shoe mine there. Lags hitting the Bofors once again. Hopefully it's the attack ground, but looks like that maybe barrage order since it's beyond the 80 range. Instructions stream on way forward. MG34 needs to set up immediately. Don't go to heavy cover. Just set on up. Does get hit there on the lag. Throws some smoke there, but he's in front of the smoke. Does decrew the lag there and falls back. Small victory, honestly. Looks like Grenadiers firing away. Got double Brens. Allied barrage incoming. He does have double lag on the field. Looks like recovery sapper does take a nice hit there.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Showing Pioneers here. Mortars. Force back the Sturm Pioneers. SW's half track now being deployed in the field. Do have this 2-2 here. Gotta be very careful on the Bofors.
Supply hub getter is ready for orders.
AEC pushing on the flank, trying to hit that 2-2. Have a possible Panzerfaust here. Does take a pen. Grenadiers need to get that Panzerfaust firing. Panzerfaust fired, out of munitions. AEC rolls a miss, but will not have secured the kill there. Instructions, oh, looks like hitting this one man there. That one man took a lot of damage and decides to fall back. The Mechanowarfare sitting on up, could try force from the ground. The Bofors almost down. The Mechanowarfare is actually going to be in range of the Bofors. He also turned off, takes it out there. I was going to say, if he wants it to fire automatically, he could turn off prioritize fire. So when the Lig hits it, it reveals it to be shot at. It's actually a technique that you can do if you don't want more accuracy per shot. Of course, it won't fire as quickly. I have to rely on the Lig getting hits there to reveal it. But it'll be a bit of much more accurate than force fire on the ground. We do now have a mortar emplacement here. Mortar emplacement seems maybe a little bit too far behind. I would probably put the mortar emplacement around here-ish. We got quintuple intersections here. Stops the deployment of shoe mine. We got British landmine there, shoe mine here. Good number of shoe mines, good amount of British landmines. This one here was swept. Good food getting hit by the officer. Intersections push way forward. This one, that shoe mine is swept, but nothing to actually clean it up, so that guy may explode shortly. Pretty sure that's about to recamouflage any moment now, though the sapper is somewhat close by. There's a shoe mine. Officer explodes. Shoe mine recamouflage. That officer's going to explode, isn't he? Nope, did not get over there all the way. Great rifle grenade there. Intersection falls back. He will not explode either. Intersection does fall back. Intersection's pushing forward, getting some good rounds there on the Kupelwagen. And there is no window on this side, so maybe we're going to need the Grenadiers to evacuate. And this guy's getting hit pretty hard there. Rifle grenade will not be reliable. Some of these guys are getting hit. I think, well, maybe he gets out, puts right next to it, and the intersection or the recovery sapper gets inside. This guy would not hit. Falls back to the wounded squad. A good idea. Looks like it's raining on top of the VP itself. Double mortar emplacement. Okay. Another Bofors in reserve. Much more defensive this time.
We're losing a capture point.
A Lig's getting smoked and barrage. Is this smoke barrage misclick?
6-pounder anti-tank gun finished.
Maybe. 6-pounder here. AC moving around. MG Vickers gets hit by a rifle grenade. Both those grenades are almost wiped out. Gotta be careful with those mortars. Another mention the blob intersections now here. MG42 did not get a shot off. They had a small angle. Intersection straight forward. Grenadiers falling back. The blob's forces will find a landmine. At least one of the guys. Nope, maybe two of the squads may explode. Just, yep, two of the squads explode. 3 members. MG42 getting smoked. Ligs here. Great shots there by the Sheer Panzer quarters, keeping those Ligs safe, not to mention fuel sector. see, yellow does have hammer, so he's probably gonna go for a comet tank. His teammate is now going for the company command post. This is the player that has gone for buffers, hence why he has so much less fuel than his opponent. Okay, the player crosses the sheer panzer quarters. Could go for either Panzer IV, but there is an argument to make for an early Jagdpanzer for early tank. Both of these landmines are swept. The Sturmpioneer can clean them up since even though it doesn't have a minesweeper, since they are spotted. Volksgrenadier's getting corralled a little bit there. Panzerfaust's fired. Volksgrenadier's getting hit. Falls back all over there. Blacks could go ahead and start barraging this region in order to destroy those landmines. Recovery sapper here, shoe mine there, Grenadiers advancing. More sandbags here. Allied barrage, allied barrage. I'm guessing the mortar emplacements. Oops, smoking out the fuel sector. Lag, rolls a miss there. Landmine could be detonated by a stray shot. Oh, looks like he's hitting the repair sapper. Wagen. He may have been using detection mode and then using the blips on the map and barrage there. Very, very good if he was. I think that's what he was doing. I think he was using detection mode as a spotter. Not precise, but still very good. AEC has been repaired. Kuhwagen may go down. Looks like I got some explosions there. Kuhwagen gets machine gunned down and abandoned. And that was even a miss there and gets splash explosion penned. We do have, I guess that's the coordinated fire. Smoke rounds also being summoned. Yep, he has arrow burst. So that player has gone for anvil. So one player's hammer, one player's anvil. And red has selected fortification doctrine. With zero artillery against all the emplacements is actually not a bad idea. Recovery Supper does fall back. Those drop a Bren. Grenadier should definitely pick that up. Intersection push along the flank. The shoe mine here, but I don't see more shoe mines over here. Grenadier's advance way forward. This one's going for a rifle grenade. Does get interrupted. If he's also firing away. Volksgrenadier's straight forward. Landmine here may be found. Oh, that's a pyrotechnic flare. Relatively poor one, I would say. Falls back. Comet tank now pulling the field. Red is going for a full Panther. I am more biased towards Jagdpanzers for anti-tank. Especially in this map, a little bit more laney. Though right now his opponent over here is just advancing quite a bit towards the left flank. Now I've got to drop LMG, which they dropped it because they have a Bren instead. Got more base artillery being summoned there. Sturmpioneers getting hit. The Cannon Warfare fires a shot there on the Comet. Good hit there on the Pioneers. Panther advancing, could try crushing some of these infantry sections. As Profiters turn on, does force back all the infantry sections. Does take a pen there from the AEC, looks like. Does use the target weak point there. Does get the full immobilization, full temporary immobilization. Sends a pen in return. He has enough fuel to start eyeing for maybe with left 18 or pack 43. Against double mortar placement and land matches, probably not going to go for pack 43, go for left 18 or 2. His teammate is deploying out left 18. To engage in the intersection, force it back. I wonder, has these Bofors over here been spotted yet? It has 4 kills, so potentially. Explosion over here. More artillery into the MJ-42. And since the Howitzer already trained that direction, they did not need to take time to readjust. It's the Grenadiers as well. Do have a dropped Bren here. Double F-18 by Magenta. Gonna be low on man. No, he has both these Axis players have over 1,000 manpower at the moment. Grenadiers need some reinforcements. May as well, since he only has 1 pack 40, might as well go for a second pack 40. We also go for a short barrel Panzer IV along with it. Howitzer barrage somewhere in this region, looks like. May have got a decent hit there. Got hit on the Comet. No shoe mine there anymore. Got shoe mine back there. Does avoid the shoe mine there. Does take some damage. No artillery barrage back here just yet. I assume those howitzers can range. Yeah, that one can range. Yep, both of them can range. Actually can reach pretty far back. I always forget how the range. Panther pushes his way forward. Comet Tank and Panther gets a pin on each other. Comet Tank is far more wounded though. There's another pen there. Nothing looks like stopping the Panther this time. Rolls bounce there, decides to fall back. Not sure when to hit on any landmines. Excuse me. Air supremacy operation. These guys may be a little bit too close for air supremacy operation. Land matches barrage raining on in over here. Grenadiers do fall back. Got a recon pass. None of VPs for air supremacy. Can always bring some mortar cover. Artillery just in the general region right there. Mortar's hitting the leg. Lag hits there, so lag does get decrewed. Got a forward retreat point being established here. Medics also being pushed forward as well. Blue right now has plenty of fuel. Yellow has a decent amount of fuel to work with, but yellow's a pop cap. Blue could needs a lot more manpower though. Rifle grenade there. That was a horrible rifle grenade. Now red's also gone for a left 18. This one's just like firing a bit farther back. I think the light classified or the landmash fired around here, but looks like it's targeting maybe around here. Oh. Have a good night. Panther 3-4, commenting received a 10 there. That was 6 and 10s there. New sections push forward. Surprisingly enough, no 5-man squad of this blob. Not like he has manpower space for it or population space for it. Avoids a shoe mine. Each section is now advancing. Liking some shots there. We're focused on 2-2. They need a bit of a response. Oh, still needs more command points for air supremacy. He's at 10 at the moment. Gonna fall back now. Contact number 4 does find the 2-2. Back 40 to rotate around.
Enemies inflicting losses upon us.
Land Mashers decruise the pack 40 and make it the MG42 as well. Like push too far forward. Common tank advancing. We'll find the OKW Panther. Mechanized HQ now put up by red. He's starting progressing towards the King Tiger. He is basically a pop cap as well. Does find a Panzer Faust on the common tank. Heat grenade is supposed to try and be cast out there. Panther too much danger and common blitzing out there. More mortars running on in. These grenades take a bit of a beating from those mortars. Grenadiers taking more damage here. Got another Panther, this time a Wehrmacht Panther on the build queue, which could combo quite well with the command tank. Was it these guys took a bit of damage from something? Wasn't paying attention to what though. Maybe one of those intersections threw a pyrotechnic flare on one of them, or in between them. That may be what happened. This was the Grenadier, drops another LMG. Here's the thing when it comes to base howitzers, they're actually pretty accurate, though that seemed like it scattered pretty wide there, so I'm not sure. Wehrmacht Panther pushes forward, along with the OKW Panther. But they're raining in back here, looks like. Brace there, 17-pounder now deployed in the field. Rolls a miss there, 6-pounder, pens and misses. And more mortar hits on the leg. Does receive another miss there. And this there. The 6-pounder does get decrued. Air supremacy can now be brought on in. That's maybe what's going to happen here. He does have MG42 for defense. Does spot it there. And we'll find a landmine which will help out the suppression. That is MG34. Should have continued fighting there, because now, well, air supremacy has already been called on in from the probably spotted by aircraft. Here comes the bombers. Takes a leg, takes out one of the left 18s. Panther is also engaging. Power technical flare there, takes out Volksgrenadiers. The other one is going to see some base howitzers. It will receive spotting from here, which will increase the accuracy. Throws out gamma bomb out of it, and that will probably destroy the gun. Maybe this intersection. Magenta just lost both of his left 18s. Red now has double left 18 as well. Maybe Magenta should go for some drum bars. So drop LMG here. Now these sections can pick it up. Stun grenade there. Picks up the LMG with the Sturm Pioneers. 70 connects onto the Panther. Good pens there. May go down. On the tank being pursued by the Panther. Panther's at full health. Good Viking Whip shot there. Got some British landmines there, which may explode the AEC. Rolls a miss there. Viking Whip connects on the AEC. Panther gets a pen there, and the AEC goes down. Panther needs some repairs. Avoids the triple landmine there. Right now, the British plays a pretty good VP lead. Grenadiers trying to decapture the central VP. Multiple Fireflies being blown up by yellow. Blue right now has plenty of fuel, needs more manpower. And has actually good reserve munitions, who may just want to spam out some landmines along the flank. Doesn't have any real munition sink, doctrinal munition sink. Maybe research Mills bombs. Land Mattress getting annihilating that formation. And White Phosphorus being summoned in as well. White Phosphorus rockets on a Land Mattress? No? Mortar cover, that's what it is. Until they ran in. Panther now fully repaired. Didn't sound the Royal Engineers. Infantry forward 34 inside this garrison. He has fortifications doctrine, so you could pull out a machine gun bunker there. And then put the MG inside of it and get double MG bunker to really lock down the flank. Magenta has another pair of Left 18s spotted in the field as well, so there's 4 Left 18s in the field. Does find a landmine there. That's a intersection there. Finds another landmine. There's a Firefly here. And there's a shooting mine right in front of it. That explodes. Could be quite not good. It looks like the Comtech may have struck the landmine there that was snaring the engine of the Panther. And struck hitting the Firefly. Bring up the Comtech now.
Artillery support is on its way.
Jump Pioneers throwing out a stun grenade on the sections. He sees the repair squads here. He could probably task this Left 18 that's off cooldown to barrage this area. Panther push forward. This has engine repaired. Intersection's getting massive crushes on them. Saw the opportunity to go for crushes and went for it. Rolls a miss there. Throws heat grenade there. No double heat grenade, but no snare. We got 0 artillery in this region. Got a pair of British landmines there, which Panther may find. You see the bounce there. Firefly gets good pen with firepower there, just has to fall back. These landmines have been swept. This mortar in place is almost down. The other one has gone down. There's a bounce there. Might as well just hit the mortar replacement right now. Recovery or assault officer does fall back there. Got some artillery raining in on top of the left leg. Great hit there on the intersection. And there goes the mortar emplacement.
Emplacement destroyed by the enemy.
Churchill now deployed in the field. This mate does have a firefight to help support it. Both back here quite wounded. This both are still alive. We also got munition caches over here. Red right now has a lot of manpower and almost no fuel for King Tiger. Take some good hits there. Panther rolls a miss. Panther does take some hits there. Rifle grenades on the assault officer does take some damage there. Got more base artillery being summoned there. Air Supremacy can also be brought on in now. Does take some hits. Air Supremacy has been brought on in over here. Got a recon pass. Which help free up some population space for Red to go out some King Tigers. Red has a lot of spare resources.
New land mattress ready to go.
Almost missed there. This next one will destroy the left 18.
Squad knocked out.
Does press on the intersection a little bit. Of course, on the central VP, Explorer is on 98, while the Allies, the Brits, have 457. Rifle grenade there. Does get a decent hit there. Only because he retreated back out of heavy cover. King Tiger now deployed in the field. This has a bit of spare population. She could go for not a Suk's Foos. Maybe a Panzer II, help police the flank. Maybe a Puma. Maybe a Panzer II, since he already has the Panther for anti-vehicle. Or from barrage reading in, or land matches, I should say. Panther advancing does take a lot of hits, a couple pens. Rolls a miss there. Still got some British landmines in this region. Grimlock Panther advancing its way forward. We got the recovery sap here going for a heat grenade. The Panther was a little bit too cold. And nope, no engine crit, so it's still pretty cold. Good hits there onto the Grenadier. The camera from push forward could probably take time to take off that war emplacement, but does find perhaps the combat tanks. And perhaps, oh, detonates his own landmine there. Falls back. King Tiger taking some shots there on the assault officer. And also captured there. Good hit there on those Grenadiers. Does take some pens. Good pen there on the Churchill. Those got hit by some of the Ouroboros rounds. Crack forward connects onto the Firefly. Both here, intersection stream the way forward. Comet needs repairs. Looks like hitting these units a little bit more. Panther taking on the more replacement, but gets hit by 2 combat tanks. Allied barrage right here, so lane match is firing over there. These sections over here, they may explode by shoe mine. There is a Volksgrenadiers here who is in open ground at the moment. Volksgrenadiers are no longer in that region. Volksgrenadiers throwing Sin Grenade. Looks like it was general capture order. Taking a lot of damage over there from the Incendiary Grenade. Volksgrenadiers do fall back. Does get out of the immolation field now. MG getting smoked on out. Do got the King Tiger here, healthy enough. Got a single capture in favor of the Axe or the Brits. It's going to be a double capture. Grenadiers will be capturing the central VP though. Does take a pen there. King Tiger gets a pen and send a pen in return. Receive multiple pens.
We are down to 75 points.
Left 18's running a little bit farther. Next round may be a direct hit. Nope. And no there as well. Recon run, going for another air supremacy. This time on this left 18. Which may splash himself behind it. And maybe this pack 40 while at it. Wait, did that left 18 just hit that aircraft when it was flying over? It's the pack 40.
Our HQ is under attack.
It's MG42 as well. Gets great damage. That takes the pack 40 as well at it. Grenadiers take a bit of damage. Got the Commandos here. Throws a Gammon Bomb. Grenadiers explode. And fully wiped on out there. Very good. We have a capture favor of the Axis players at 439 versus 38 or 68. Does take a balance and pen down the King Tiger. Intersections or recovery sapper does take some damage there. King Tiger taking more hits there by the Firefly. Contact Emergency 3. Panther Emergency 3 being pursued now. Gonna work for here, getting some good pens. Panther has enough health to tangle with. Common Tank will escape onto there. A couple AT grenades there on the Panther. Oh, the Common Tank does get finished off by the Vikenwerfer. Vikenwerfer does go down. Panther gets a pen there. Volksgrenadiers gets a Panzerfaust. Got some repair sappers here. However, they have taken some damage. Does find the landmine there. Panther rolls a miss. Firefly advances way forward. Repair sappers do fall back. If he was his teammate had vehicle crew repairs, but he is not his teammate. We got some smoke being summoned in by the pyrotechnic or not sappers, but pyrotechnic intersection. There's a British landmine, 2 of them, which may explode both of them. Panther got hit pretty hard there. I don't know who's going to win this fight now. Bounce there, miss there. King Tiger needs to rotate fire. Does take the mortar, plays that fresh combat tank there. Pantrix may finish off the combat tank. Hit the wrong target there. Panther does send a pen, receive the pen, and goes down. King Tiger sends a bounce. It's the Firefly. Needs to continue pushing his way forward. Takes a good amount of damage there. Is there 3 Panstrix or 2 Panstrix? It almost seemed like there was 3. Double Wehrmacht Panther pushing forward. Left 18 barrage, try to kill Strum Pioneers, but let's see if it does keep on there. It does take a heat grenade. This Panther just needs to keep on falling back. He could have gone for Roberto Panzer IV, make it a bit more durable. Thanks to 6-pounder Schlosser, who's almost down. The Pinto Mount may take him out. May take a heat grenade soon. As it available. Panther getting body blocked by that Vickenwerfer, now dancing around. Probably just do a general move order on the reverse at that point. It looks like he does save himself. This thing's down, looks like it's down to 0 health. Good amount of repairs coming on through. Another Panther on the build queue for red. More bias towards Jagdpanzers. But he has a lot of resources. Could have gone for 2 Jagdpanzers. Another Commando Glider being sunk is a good hit there. Commando Glider dropping on in. We'll be able to decrew the left 18, no problem. Goes a Gamma Bomb onto it. The crew does partially explode. Goes for a Demolition Charge, that's interesting. King Tiger could interrupt them, but the Demolition Charge will be successful. Hit the retreat button. Explodes and dies. Should hit the retreat button immediately. And somehow the left 18 actually did not die there. I thought that would one-shot the left 18. Guess I was mistaken. Let's say I haven't seen too many demolition charges get planted on... Oh, he's repairing, not salvage. I first thought it was a salvage. He's repairing the left 18. To be honest, I have not seen too many demolition charges on left 18s before. It doesn't happen all too often. Something about left 18s not being the front line, away from Soviet combat engineers. X-Fighters down to 44 tickets. The Brits still have 402. Ooh, that guy just exploded. Panther advancing. The Kenworth gets a connection there. Pioneers take a bit of damage. Good hit there. Does take a pen there. We kind of could have to connect onto one of those Panthers. Panzer for barrage in the VP to keep it neutralized. King Tiger push right forward. This section may go down. Landmaster's barrage running on in. Maybe trying to that Panzer Warfare, who looks like he is in the general ballpark. Comm Tank does send a pair of pens there. Landmaster's took some splash. Good pens to that Comm Tank. Panther tails take a pen, falling back now. Another Panther on the flank. Good pen there. Panther's trying to fall back, does send a pen down the Comm Tank. Grenadier is taking a bit of damage, so the center point is neutralized at the moment. Right here there in that intersection. Rocket grenade rolls on this. Annihilates both of those squads with one shot. They were oh so wounded. King Tiger style Veteran C2 with 16 kills. Good pen there. Good pens and tulips there. Churchill advance way forward. Grenadiers do fall back before being wiped out. Panther advance way forward, get some good pens on the Churchill. Firefly and Comet Tank push way forward. King Tiger needs repairs. Volkswingers make it a Panzerfaust. Panzerfaust does connect. Bounce there. Great hit on the commandos. The Gunworth is falling back. Good pans there. Comet Tank's backing up off. This Comet Tank could go down. Firefly's taking, or Panther's taking some beating there. And go with some heat grenades. This Panther is pushed forward. Smoke here. Up north, got a machine gun bunker. Nope, just an unupgraded bunker and a Veteran G3 machine gun. Airburst rounds. Pioneers could advance before. The central point is fully neutralized. Drop Bren there. Take some hits there. White Phosphorus from mortar cover now being summoned. Grenadiers need to fall back, the bar disintegrate. Intersection explodes. King Tiger repaired up enough, push way forward. Churchill advancing forward, does take a pen there. Sends a round into the Mechanowürfer, knocks it out. Not Mechanowürfer, Panzerwürfer. Does take a pen there, multiple pens. Panther advancing, does find the Firefly. Probably a good idea to hit the Firefly before the Churchill. Does smoke itself out, the Churchill. Commands camouflage here, which may be reviewed shortly. Does get reviewed. Firefly is almost down. Comet Tanks could get some hits on the King Tiger, who needs to rotate around. Does send a round into the Shield Pioneers rather than the King Tiger. Here's Patrick 4, got the unvetted commandos hit. There's a drop right there in front of him. This Comet Tank must have found a landmine up here. Last S mines do get detonated. 2 mines still here. Still no upgrade here. Axis players at 33 VPs. Another assault, or first assault now being deployed in the field. Comet takes push forward, could be hit by these Panthers, double tapping one of them. This Panther could get overran, trying to crush down some of those Panthers. Panthers intersections. Those are grenade there from the Comet Tank. This Comet Tank being picked on off. I cast Company Heroes 1 generally every Thursday, so tomorrow.
The Comet Tank has been put out of action.
Heat grenade onto the Panther there. This Panther is getting hit by multiple Comet Tanks. Got this Panther needs to fall back to repairs as well. This Panther needs to fall back. Minor damage onto it, but still not great to push forward without any more support. Zooming artillery there. Comet Tanks push right forward. Heat grenade on this Panther as well. King Tiger firing away. Panther taking a beating there. Still no short road transport to support him out. Panther does go down. Does take some hits there. King Tiger push right forward. Got an Eagle Owl on the field. Landmaster's Barrage running on in. King Tiger advancing, which may find the Firefly instead. Does send a pair of tulips out. Looks like Churchill's have full health. Takes the Panzerwerfer once again. I say go for a Panther and short-barreled Panzer IV. Artillery raining in this region. From the W player, looks like. Zeroing artillery is now off cooldown. Needs more munitions though.
Pioneers reporting for duty.
Smoke barrage there. And Grenadiers looks like use some medical supplies themselves, so they're going to stop on that point. They decaptured. Great strike there on the officer of the Left 18. He nails the intersection while at it. Backs off with smoke. And got base howitzers from the Brit as well. This point is being neutralized. Grenadiers fall back. Point is being reverted on back. Landmaster's barrage right there. Churchill push way forward. Panther takes a pen. Weapon up there got decrewed. Panther push way forward, gets pen on the Churchill. Another Panther build queued for Magenta. And got another Commando glider being summoned. This one's got repaired on up, so I'm not sure where this Commando glider is going precisely landing. I have no idea. Machine gun bunker there. Do not have a machine gun bunker here. Landing on top of the VP. Melee gets suppressed. And Melee gets pinned. It is Veteran C3. Panther took some damage there. King Tiger firing away. Still Veteran C2. Almost Veteran C3. Does take a bounce there. Base artillery raining on in. King Tiger gets lit up by a lot of things. But took a lot of bounces in return. Good direct hit there on the AT gun, decrews it. King Tiger now Veteran C3. King Tiger's almost down. Panther has Paradise Fire turned on. White Phosphorus, White Phosphorus and Airburst rounds being summoned. Gets hits, good hits there on the Comet Tank. This would be a good spot for Left 18 barrages. Panther pushes forward, takes up the Comet Tank. Red needs to fall back. That Panther, though he does have plenty of resources, but the efficiency on the Panther is not exactly replaceable. Grenadier's not falling back. Good pen there on the Panther. If section does go on the point, Comet does take a pen there. Panther is firing away. Good hit there. Central point neutralized the moment. Firefly taking some beating. Oh, Volcano for force fire on the ground unsuccessfully. Forward, both players on top of the VP. The Grenadiers looks like losing the fight. Firefly does go down, applied to the Volcano-Werfer. These sections starting to capture the point. Trying to take him out, down to one last model. Slowly being whittled down. Firefly advances way forward, gets a pen in the rear Panther. More artillery there. So VP has been captured by the allies. The Axis players don't have too many VPs remaining. Red's King Tiger's repaired up enough. Panther still needs some repairs. One True Pioneer idle there, not repairing up the Panther. Rolls miss there. Volks need to sneak in top of that VP. Not like the German player. The German player has access to stupid dive bomb to neutralize points quickly. Throws out a incendiary grenade there. Sapper Squadron is trying to dog upon the point, but it's not going to be successful. And explodes. Lane match Sprawl's running on in. They gotta brave weather the storm. Those Volks needs to take a pretty good hit there. We got Commandos push way forward. Grenadiers take some damage there. Rifle Grenadier there takes out the Commando squad entirely. No point is still being catched by the Axis player, but not being neutralized. Grenadiers gonna fall back. Left 18's barrage, and I think around here. Range a little bit wide there. Panther push forward does take a pen there. This Panther's push way forward, very far forward. Central point has been captured. MG42 Nikas on top of the point. Panther blitzes his way forward. Central point is being neutralized. Sapper, Panther taking some hits there. Sapper may have been crushed a little. Heat grenade not being cast on it. Panther goes down. So VP has been neutralized. MG42 firing against the wrong targets. Panther push way forward. Lane match Barrage running on in. It does suppress one of those squads there. Pioneers push forward. Red Soul has access to his left 18 barrage. Maeve's barraging over here is hard to say. Panther went down here. Drone Pioneers push forward. These guys are pinned, so the Axis player will be captured at the point. Does recover some suppression. Stun grenade? No, Incendiary grenade. Eagle Owl falls back. Central point has been captured by the Axis players, giving some more breathing room. Officer falls back. Does not die there. Just going for another Panther. Commandos push forward. King Tiger now adventures C4. And that guy's very stacked up. He may receive a deadly shot from this King Tiger. But it does get a smoke there. May explode. Does get a good hit there. Another Commando got a drop on it. Grenadier's just going to be a move forward. Firefly hitting the King Tiger. King Tiger does manage to escape on out of there. Gamma Bomb there. Third point will be neutralized. Oh, Rifle Grenade connects, hits the Glider. Glider explodes. And Central Point will be captured by the Axis or allies, and that may be game over. Commandos may just dog upon the point. Grenadiers starting to recover from the suppression. Mechanical forward, that's Veteran C5. Commando slowly being picked apart. Throws a Gamma Bomb there. He's going to keep the Commando on the point. Could throw a Smoke Grenade on himself. Oh wait, no, you need Veteran C1 for that. Land Matches Barrage running on in. Takes out the Grenadier, and the Mechanical falls back. Was going to get wiped out either way, so that is going to be game. And that is the end of the replay. This is Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.